Welcome to Columbus, everybody. The road trip rolls on for the Arizona Coyotes tonight, taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. I see Tyson, Nash walking in here. And
We're all good. We're all good. No need to worry. I stole all the balls from the cannon. No gunpowder. So this thing will be shooting blanks tonight, Matt.
all right, that's what I love to see. And I don't want to hear the cannon tonight because I usually jump about 3 feet out of my seat up in the broadcast booth. But this is an intriguing matchup tonight, Tyson. The Coyotes are a very young team. So are the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's one of the storylines going in. So it should be an interesting game from that standpoint.
No, two of the youngest teams in the entire NHL going at it here tonight. Obviously, the Coyotes are looking for a response game after that game in Boston. They had a closed-door meeting after that game just because of how it finished. They kind of left Wedgwood out to dry, so I expect a real big response. I also thought they got pushed around in that game. I'm sure that was addressed, so I expect a real physical, high-tempo game here tonight against the Jackets, who are very talented.
Well, you mentioned Scott Wedgwood. He'll be on the bench tonight because the Coyotes get great news. And don't get me wrong, Scott Wedgwood has been terrific for the Coyotes, but they get Antti Raanta back, and that maybe will be the lift that this team needs.
The big jolt, I think. And first of all, the team's got to play better in front of them. Coverage, they got to help their goaltender out. Even though they get their number one guy back, he's missed 7 games. You're not just going to step right in. Timing's going to be an issue. Especially for a goaltender who's coming off an injury. So the first period is going to be key for Raanta tonight to find his game once again. But the Coyotes are going to have to bring some offense to the table. Dvorak, had a real good game the other night in Boston. Hopefully that kind of gets him going because he's a big part of this offense. Second line center, he's got to contribute.
And I think they also have to get back to their ability to create opposition penalties. We haven't seen this team go on the power play very much at all. They were 1 for 1 Sunday night in Vegas. They did not go on the power play in Boston. So how do they get back to that? How do you generate chances and maybe get a man advantage, maybe pop in a power play goal or two, at least have the opportunities?
Well, when a team doesn't get a power play, that tells me they're not in on the forecheck. They're not moving their feet. They're not on the right side of the puck. Because when they are, and we've seen when the Coyotes play and use that speed game and that skill game, they draw a lot of penalties because teams can't keep up to them. So it forces other teams into hooking and holding and clutching and grabbing. And we didn't see that the other night. Again, I think that was addressed. The forecheck is a big part of the Coyotes' success when they're going to have success, if they're going to have success. And when that game's going, they are a tough team to contend with.
Well, that's what we think about the matchup here in Columbus. What about inside the locker room?
Been working almost a couple of weeks now on the ice, and every day has been better, and it's a slow process, but when you start feeling that you're seeing the pucks perfectly and you're moving good, you always start waiting to get to the game situation.
Obviously not very happy with what happened in Boston. It's not good enough on it from everyone, so I think we got to be better as a team, and we got to work a lot harder. We got to work. I think for us, we really have to be the harder working team, and I think if we do that, we're going to be successful.
Guys aren't happy with themselves or some of their teammates, and sometimes it's good to clear the air. 1-1 game, with 8 minutes and 9 minutes left against Boston, and we didn't give them much. We have to be comfortable in our own skin that, hey, it's okay. We don't have to try for a home run, or we don't have to try to cheat. It's something that's we're learning as a young group that it's okay, and to be in those situations. And then if there is a mistake, get back, and I always say on the rails, get back on the train. Don't go on your own agenda. And that's something that's we're as a staff been pounding away at these guys. And we usually bounce back after some bad efforts. So hopefully it's a good effort tonight.